Russia claims its forces have captured 2 frontline villages in Ukraine.
Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says Hodeidah is not an innocent port as the IDF strikes Houthi targets in western Yemen.
Russia has claimed its forces have captured 2 frontline villages in Ukraine as its offensive grinds on. Russia's Ministry of Defense also released footage of what it says shows a group missile strike on 2 Ukrainian armoured military units in the Donetsk region. Meanwhile, Ukraine's Air Force claims to have shot down 35 out of 39 drones and 2 cruise missiles launched by Russia overnight. President Zelensky has called for more reliable protection against these guided bombs launched by Russian aircraft. Ukraine has also accused Russia of attacking first responders who were attending the aftermath of a previous strike on Sumy Oblast. It follows an aerial attack on Mykolaiv earlier this week, which killed at least 3 people.
The Israeli military has struck Houthi targets in western Yemen in response to a drone attack claimed by the rebel group in Tel Aviv on Friday. The IDF said several military targets were hit in the western port city of Hodeidah. The Houthi-run government in the capital Sana'a said oil storage facilities had been hit as well as a power plant. A spokesperson for the Houthis slammed what he called blatant aggression by Israel and said there would be a response from the Yemeni armed forces. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said Hodeidah was not an innocent port, adding that it's the main entry point into Yemen for weapons from the Houthis' main backer, Iran. Saturday's attack comes after the Houthis claimed responsibility for a drone strike on Tel Aviv on Friday morning that killed 1 person and injured 10 others. The Houthis have repeatedly launched drones and missiles towards Israel throughout the 9-month war against Hamas, claiming to be doing so in solidarity with the Palestinian people. Microsoft has estimated that around 8.5 million computers around the world were affected by the recent global IT outage. The glitch was caused by a corrupted update issued by security company CrowdStrike, which caused computers running Windows to crash. That caused havoc across much of the world from Thursday into Friday, with flights unable to take off or land, some businesses unable to take card payments, and hospitals and clinics having to cancel operations.
We've talked for a long time in the industry about the inherent fragility of foundational parts of the internet, these little bits of activity and infrastructure that underpin the whole thing, and if they go wrong, they can have really serious global consequences.
The UK's National Cyber Security Centre warned people and businesses to be on the lookout for phishing attempts. And the German government's IT security agency warned that cybercriminals were trying to take advantage of the situation through fake websites and other online scams.
Preparations are underway in the run-up to the Paris 2024 Olympics, with the head of this year's Games stressing that perfect security is his team's absolute priority. The security operation involves high-tech equipment such as AI drones and sonars, the deployment of combat divers, intervention groups on board boats, patrols along the Seine and military dogs. A metal fence security cordon has also been erected around the River Seine.
And that's why there is an unprecedented system of security in our country and in Paris. There will be fantastic zones where there will be a strong ambition in terms of celebration to make sure that it will be very festive.
But the Olympic Games are not just about celebration and sport. They are also an opportunity to promote peace, as highlighted by Pope Francis.
E che gli atleti con la loro testimonianza sportiva siano messaggeri di pace e validi modelli per i giovani, in particolare, secondo l'antica tradizione, le Olimpiadi siano occasione per stabilire una tregua nelle guerre.
The Olympic torch returned to Paris on Saturday.